Hey everybody, welcome back to Good Shot Gaming. I'm Good Shot, and today we're going to be talking about the multiplayer aspect of Modern Warfare. And before we get to that, guys, make sure you go down to the comments. Let me know how you're doing, the good, the bad, the ugly. Just let me have it. And then, I can read those and I can comment. And, I might not be something, but sometimes it's good to just let a little bit out. You don't have to unleash your life story and, open up to the public. But if you're not doing good, just let me know. Or if you're doing great, let me know that too. Maybe comment on somebody else's and share some love, positivity. Which I think as gamers, we all need. Every now and then. The gaming community can be a little toxic sometimes. So share a little love. So today we're going to be talking about Modern Warfare, and specifically this is going to be the multiplayer aspect of the review. COD has always been an interesting thing, particularly on PC for me. I came from Xbox and PlayStation 3, and kind of migrated over to PC, and COD on PC has always been rough. It's almost like you're playing against a bunch of Adderall-laden teenagers. Everybody's got split-second reaction times, and it's just very fast-paced, and that's not something that I'm overly used to. With that being said, though, the new Modern Warfare is slower. And slower in a good way, and in some ways slower in a bad way. By now, everybody probably has heard about the camping. The camping is pretty rampant in the game, which I think might be blown slightly out of proportion in a lot of ways, because I am a majority, right now I consider myself more of a Rainbow Six Siege player than I do a COD player, and Siege is much slower paced. It's much more about holding angles and peeking corners and doing things like that. So coming over from something like Siege, going into Modern Warfare, the gameplay is not quite as campy as I think we all seem to believe it is. Now yes, sitting in a dark corner with a claymore on a door and a shotgun and just blasting whoever comes around the corner, that gets old. It does. It's frustrating to play against, but there's ways to play against that. You throw a flashbang in the room and then come in the room. There are ways around campers, and Activision is, I believe, today releasing a patch that's going to be able to stun claymores, which I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work. And then make footsteps a little quieter, things like that. Change. I think they're nerfing the 7.25 over-under shotgun. Because some of the game weapon balances aren't quite there yet. If you haven't played Modern Warfare yet, the 7.25 is an over-under double-barrel shotgun with tremendous range, and does a ton of damage. It's impressive, but broken. Very broken. But they are nerfing that to try to get the weapon balance back where probably it should be. Shotguns in video games either seem to be completely overpowered or completely nerfed into oblivion. And it's a sad thing because in real life shotguns have much larger ranges than they typically do in video games. In video games, it's like you shoot 5 or 10 meters and there's just infinite spread, whereas in real life shotguns are relatively contained out to about 50 meters or so, and still pretty lethal, or very lethal I should say. But how do you balance that with gameplay? And that's something that comes down to, is just weapons balancing. As far as the actual gameplay experience goes, I've had a ton of fun. And it doesn't seem to matter your overall rank and the time you put into the game. I've been playing against players who are, level 110, and they're getting 2 kills a match. And I'm like level 20, and I'll get 20 kills a match. It depends. There are, a couple of new game modes that everybody's talking about. Ground War, the Gunfighter mode, and NVG. So let me cover them really quickly. Ground War is a 32 on 32 large, Battlefield style multiplayer match, which I don't enjoy. I've played it, I think, twice, and I haven't enjoyed it. It's just not fun for me. There's vehicles and a lot of sniping and a lot of camping and just kill streaks, and a lot of people are just camping for farming for their KD. Like, Ground War just isn't fun. The other two modes, though, that I mentioned, NVG and Gunfighter, are extremely fun. Gunfighter is the first of 6 rounds, 2v2. Every round, your weapons switch, or every 2 rounds. After every 2 rounds, your weapons switch. So you do 3 weapon swaps at a minimum. And everybody has the same loadout, the same kit. They restrict grenades and secondary, like flash and stuns and stuff like that. They limit those for 5 seconds after the match starts before you can use them. And it's just a very intense 2v2. The rush I get like that when I'm 1v1 or 1v2 in Gunfighter is similar to the rush that I get in Siege when I'm 1v1 peeking a corner. Like, it's really cool. It's really fun. The other mode, NVG, night vision goggles. So that's nighttime modes for the maps. And your night vision on, gun canted off to the 45 with a laser, and you're just, it's like hardcore, but at night with no HUD. And that mode's a ton of fun. I've played quite a bit of that. The NVGs actually help balance out some of the map darkness, because there's a lot of dark corners in the maps. But with the NVGs, you get an IR illuminator, so it acts like a flashlight in front of you, basically. And so you can see those dark corners and everything. So NVG actually might be a little bit easier than normal hardcore. And of course, you have your standard search and destroy, stuff like that. Which I don't get too much into. I play a lot of team deathmatch, hardcore team deathmatch, NVG, Gunfighter. Like, I play more. Like, if I'm gonna farm for KD or be in a game where other people are gonna farm for KD, I'd rather just have a mode that's meant for farming for KD, TDM or something like that. So, but overall, absolutely phenomenal experience. The guns feel amazing, and the gunsmith feels amazing. Being able to go through and change barrel lengths and change stocks and change magazines, and there's a few things that are a little weird. The MP5 has been kind of my main lately. I actually hear that it's broken if you crouch with the MP5. Apparently it's got more recoil. I don't know, I haven't really noticed, but that's what I hear. The MP5, though, when you level it up, you get 10mm ammunition, which I'm a huge 10mm fan. And there's an MP5-10, 10mm MP5 in real life. They're not made anymore. They're made for the FBI back in the 90s. And you can actually use 10mm magazines, which gives you a straight mag, which is real to what the 10mm MP5s had, was a straight magazine. But there's no, like, it just sounds like you're shoving a 10mm mag into a 9mm MP5 is the way the game kind of makes it sound. So that's a little weird, but it's neat that you can upgrade that to a 10mm, or, the weapons all have upgrades, and they all make sense to the platform, at least in some way or another. And I think that's really cool. But, yeah. So that's been my overall review of Modern Warfare, multiplayer, competitive. It's a ton of fun. I highly recommend checking it out. It's an Activision COD game, so I don't know when it'll go on sale. I would say definitely pick it up for, $40 or $50, $60. The campaign's worth it. The multiplayer's worth it too, I think, but you have to be willing to try something new for COD. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below on what you think about the new COD, if you've played it, or what some of your concerns are about COD. Maybe I can answer them at some point. But yeah, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the bell notification, and I will catch you guys next time.